Cause you like a fish and spill your sauce. Kill the track with no remorse. Spit those balls till I get hoarse. Break his face like I'm the man. It's no fact that I'm the man. Want my tracks on high demand. Smack your face with a sheep pen. Stick your throat with the guillotine. One man army with a team. Wanna scheme in your dream. Cannot run that laser beam. Niggas never had that block on lock. All that bullshit needs to stop. All you do is lie a lot. I had sacks right in my sock. What you do is search for purse. Pop them shits like they all search. Put a grenade in your wife's purse. Top of the grade on this nice verse. Hit you with that Novocaine. All you had yourself to blame. Most these rappers have no shame. Welcome to my hall of pain. Bumming out so don't get better. Don't want that shit on my sweater. Go gorilla for that cheddar. Don't be a victim, just get better. Bumming out so don't get better. Don't want that shit on my sweater. Go gorilla for that cheddar. Don't be a victim, just get better. Break your graffiti in your face. Kill that beat, don't leave a trace. Hopefully don't catch a case. Opposition isn't safe. Bomber that is mad as fuck. Got it locked like Attica. Fuckery, I had enough. Growing up, I had it rough. But my family held it down. Let me get a couple rounds. Toast to my dudes at Ghost Town. Charlatans is not around. Zap the taste right out your face. Every day I paper chase. Have the safe at mother base. Use a waste of the human race. Huh. Shout come boss. Got my rivals seeing stars. Not celebrities retard. Hit in the dark, throwing darts. Now you know the consequences. Niggas on the way and hopping fences. Got it from the mud deep in the trenches. This track slapped hard, knock him senseless. Bumming out so don't get better. Don't want that shit on my sweater. Go gorilla for that cheddar. Don't be a victim, just get better. Bumming out so don't get better. Don't want that shit on my sweater. Go gorilla for that cheddar. Don't be a victim, just get better. Pop, there goes your top. Pop, there goes your top. Pop, there goes your top. This bumper clock will never stop. Now pop, there goes your top. Pop, there goes your top. Pop, there goes your top. This bumper clock will never stop.
Yeah, Shan. What's goody though? Welcome to the Council Roundtable, B. Episode 99. One more episode to 100. We still going strong, B. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. We may miss some days here and there, but we stay consistent. So it is what it is. What's going on, Black Star? You know what I'm saying? Beavis from Beavis and Bud. I don't know, man. The reason why I say that is because you remember they did the same thing similar to Samoa Joe when Samoa Joe's NXT champion. They were saying that, oh, he's out with a health issue. And then next thing you know, he got fired. They never said, oh, what was wrong with him? Why, you know what I mean? How did he get injured? What's injured? They never mentioned any of that. They said the same thing about that dude, about motherfucking Samoa Joe. Oh, he's out over a medical issue. Like a couple of months later, probably not even that long. I'll say a couple of months. He's fired. I just find it so funny. And guess who was in charge around that time? Guess who was in charge of creative? Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Ain't that a little peculiar? They're just saying that now about this dude, Bray Wyatt. But if anything, they would have just said, like, you know what, he got the vid, he got the C19, whatever. They would have just mentioned it because there's other times where other superstars had caught it and they just said it, like, look, they got the vid, they'll be back in a week or two. It just sounds a little similar, B. Read this article from what you gonna call it. I pulled this article up from SC Scoops. They said ever since the Elimination Chamber 2023, WWE has been teasing a WrestleMania match between Wyatt and Bobby Lashley. Last Sunday, Wyatt did not appear as advertised for a WWE live event in Madison Square Garden, and it has been reported that he has been dealing with a physical issue. I'm telling you, just like with Samoa Joe. During the latest Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer answered questions about Wyatt's status for WrestleMania. This is what Dave Meltzer said. He said, "From what I understand, the match is still on for WrestleMania, and he should be back very soon. So we'll see. But that's pretty much all I can say. I mean, there is something to it, but I'm not at liberty to discuss it. But it's not, as far as I know, everything that I've been told is that it's not a creative issue or anything like that." Bullshit. I think it's definitely a creative issue. Because let's really be real. This dude has fell completely flat ever since his return. Like, how want me to use the most popping thing? He was like the most popping thing on earth when it comes to wrestling. Bray Wyatt was that guy. What was it last year, October, November, one of the months? Everybody was talking about Bray Wyatt, this Bray Wyatt, that White Rabbit, this White Rabbit, that. Now look at him. And you mean to tell me it had nothing to do with creative? Give me a fucking break, Meltzer. This is why I don't listen to that fucking guy. It's not creative. The fuck out of here. He ran his own creative, so he ran his own creative, so if has a problem with creative, it will be with himself. Here's the thing. Going back to what I was saying from before, right, with the whole Samoa Joe having a similar situation. I'm telling you, yo, like I was saying this from before that, like, this dude is like Vince McMahon was booking via cell phone. You know what I'm saying? I really think this dude is back in power, yo. Just really think of it. And they said last week, Vince was in Gorilla. What the fuck is he doing in Gorilla? If those rumors are true, what is he doing in Gorilla? You know what I mean? If he's only supposed to be there to sell the company, the fuck what do you have to do with being in Gorilla? You know what Gorilla is? Gorilla is when you're basically talking to the talent, or you talking to the commentators, the referees, whatever. You're basically running the show if you're in Gorilla. Oh man. And it's like this dude is simple, like basically easing his way back in. Pause. He's easing his way back into the fold of things. Like, if people don't see this shit, I don't know how you can't see it. And I don't understand how the fuck this dude, Bray Wyatt, only wrestled one match in a matter of motherfucking months. One fucking match. And I ain't gonna lie, you know what I mean? It was a hit or miss, like when it came to the presentation of the match. Me personally, I won't say it was, too ridiculous. I kind of liked it, you know what I mean? Because it was something fresh, it was something unique. It was definitely creative. And let's really be real, you know what I mean? That's how wrestling always fucking been. Wrestling always been a little cheesy and shit like that. So people saying they're trying to bash this shit like, oh, it was incredibly whack. And no, I don't think so. Let me drop this link though. What y'all think? Oh, and the other topic about WWE legalizing gambling. That is completely fucking stupid. I don't even know why that idea even came to fucking fruition. WWE legalizing gambling. Who's gonna be betting on a predetermined match? Like, are we serious right now? It's not like no damn you betting on a boxing fight. If Vince is stupid enough to run creative, kiss to sell any TV deal, goodbye. Here's the thing though. Believe it or not, a lot of motherfuckers, like say like when it comes to potential buyers, they would rather deal with Vince. They would rather deal with Vince McMahon other than Triple H or Nick Khan. Yeah, man. Believe it or not. Because, I guess they're more familiar with Vince McMahon, given the fact that he's been there like ever since the inception of the damn company. So they'd rather deal with them than the Triple H or Nick Khan. You say that's not what you're hearing, but it's the truth. It's definitely the fucking truth. Especially like when it comes to the Saudis. I know the Saudis would rather deal with Vince than Triple H. Drop that link. Come on, come on. You already know what the deal is. That's the two topics we're gonna touch on. You know what I'm saying? And shouts go out to Dominic for doing that awesome fucking promo on Monday, man. I got you, Black Star. Who you doing? That looked like you was doing the Undertaker shit right there.
What's up, man?
What's going on, Black Star?
Feels good. Much. What's up, man? Like, I don't know. Like, I think that the Saudis are the only people who want Vince in charge. The rest of them don't.
Well, I would say within WWE, they don't want Vince in charge because Vince he's basically just muscling his way back into the fold of things.
I don't think Comcast wants that.
Say that one more time.
I said that I don't think Comcast wants that, and they're the only people that have the money, other than the Saudis, to buy the whole thing.
I'm just sitting there thinking, like, I'm mad the Saudis is actually a potential buyer. Like, why? Like, you really thinking about moving the product to motherfucking Saudi Arabia?
Gonna have the Great Khali as world heavyweight.
The lives you're gonna alter, all your talent. They're gonna have to go back and forth to Saudi Arabia to do shows.
Kiss Sammy and KO goodbye.
Oh, of course, they're done. If that's the case, they're definitely gonna go to Impact. Man, it's like, wow.
The only people that are gonna stay are the people who don't mind the Saudis government.
Yeah, like a Kevin Dunn or whatever. He ain't going nowhere. He don't give a fuck. Fucking Lucifer could buy WWE and should be in hell. He would still be there with his pants down.
The Saudis are pretty close.
So what's your take on this the other topic with basically WWE potentially legalizing gambling, like betting on their matches?
That is so incredibly stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what?
Like, I understand because it happens in England where you can bet on winners of matches and stuff like that. but doesn't make sense here in America. And that's where the majority of your writing is from. That you can't bet on a scripted
Move
event.
around. Hold on real quick, Black. Okay. Okay. I see. I got you, Nate. What are you saying now, Black Salt? My bad.
But I said that you can't bet on a scripted event. Like, it makes no sense.
That's what I'm saying. I don't even understand how the fuck that idea even came up. Like, man, I ain't gonna lie. Now I want to be a WWE writer. Fuck that. I'm gonna be gambling on no motherfucking matches.
And besides, you can't tell the wrestlers the finishes of the matches. Like no one's gonna know until match time.
It's gonna be like a trickle down effect.
Huh?
It's gonna be like a trickle down effect.
Yeah, basically.
Nate was goody.
Oh God, yeah. I don't know what happened with Bray, but this gambling thing, my God, what a joke! Holy crap!
Yeah, he's out for a physical issue. I was just saying right before you came up here, I was telling Black Star, it's like the reason why a label titled it "Did Bray Wyatt get secretly fired?" is remember how they did with Samoa Joe? Remember when Samoa Joe was NXT champion? NXT went through that whole revamp, NXT 2.0, and then they said, "Well, this dude Samoa Joe was injured. He had a physical issue." But they didn't say what it actually was.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, he was fired.
Yeah. Well, because Joe skipped out on the buffet bill. That's why they got fired. He walked out. Whatever.
Fuck that. I better pay that dude bill. He gave y'all compelling television for a long period of time. You better pay for that steak, that shrimp and steak.
Yeah.
Those hot pockets.
That WWE.
Those hot pockets, yeah, you can't forget. Better pay for those damn hot pockets, them deli witch pockets.
So I'm gonna try to stay on the show as long as I can. We got like a winter storm up here, and I don't know. I'm gonna get some rain, some wind. So I don't know. My internet's kind of been like in and out today. So.
Okay,
if not, I'll join on Friday.
Stay safe. Be careful out there.
Oh no, I'm staying home. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's kind of weird. Like where I'm at, we got like mostly just rain, but like all the parts of the state got like 2 feet of snow. So depending where you live, you got rain or like 2 or 3 feet of snow. So it's kind of weird. Weird storm.
Shit, it's about to get nice over here. Like it's like iffy weather out here too, but this didn't snow. We've had a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Like the past couple of days ago. We had a lot of rain and shit, but nothing too crazy. But it's like spring is trying its best to fight.
Are you going to talk about what Cena said about Vince McMahon, forgiving him, loving him, and this and that? Come on, what's up with Cena?
Okay, let me see. I'll read what he said. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up real quick. I'll read it. Yo, this Raheem Brown dude is my man. Yeah. Give it up. Like, my dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on in that situation. All I know is that me and my fucking peoples seen some man meat. I don't give a fuck what you said. Nigga try to send me $3. No. Like, nah, B. Like, I'm not risking it. Because I don't know who you are.
I'll take it.
I don't know if you could be a fucking a mole from somebody else. Because I find it so funny. We wasn't getting that shit from before until I started booting motherfuckers from the show. Now all of a sudden I'm getting porn bombed. Yeah, all right.
It happened again?
No, I'm talking about from before. And like Raheem Brown keeps on like coming with requests and asking, oh, please unblock him and stuff like that. Like, my dude, nah, man. But anyways, I'm about to look for that article right now. Okay, I found it. Give me 1 second. according to Dirt Sheet Radio, this was seen and said about McMahon's sexual misconduct allegations. No, it is not hard to reconcile the feelings I have for Vince McMahon with the allegations against him. I mean, everyone has a right to have their perspective. I have the right to have mine. When you love somebody, you take them as imperfectly perfect as they are. We all make mistakes. We all have poor decisions. Lord knows I made my collection of poor choices. Yet Kendra Lust. That doesn't mean I'm not going to love somebody. There's no way I can go on record and say I don't love Vince McMahon. What I gotta say about that is, well, of course he's gonna say that shit. He made him a fucking millionaire.
Yeah, to be fair,
So of course he's gonna
he
say
made
he
him a
loves
shitload of money.
What's y'all take on that?
To be fair, he made him a shitload of money. So because he made a shitload of money, you have to be thankful to him. I understand that, but to whitewash what Vince did is kind of cuckish, to be honest.
Yeah, because for him to say, "Oh, we all made mistakes," my dude, that's more than a mistake. This dude was basically using you guys' money. This is the same money that he got to pay you guys and pay whoever. That wasn't only his money that he was spending tricking on hoes.
That was the company's cash.
Other
Like,
thing
why?
too is if he's forgiving
What up,
Vince
Virgo,
McMahon,
babe?
he's got to forgive Chris Benoit. He's got to forgive Ultimate Warrior, Hogan. He's got to forgive everyone that had like transgressions or committed, shit back in the day. There you go. So
The fuck out of here. What Chris Benoit did is beyond forgivable.
no, I know, but you know what I'm saying. If you could forgive this guy for all the sexual shit he did and this and that, okay,
I
where's
know
it
what you
at?
mean. I know what you
Murder
mean.
somebody?
Because it's not like,
Jesus
let's
Christ,
really be real. It's not like, my bad, Nate. Go ahead. What you was gonna say? You were saying?
No. I was gonna say she's like Jesus Christ. I died for your sins. This and that. He's like a guy. Fucking Cena. Jesus.
Yeah, like it's like, my dude. It's not like he was just paying for sex. Like there's alleged rape going on. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't come back from that.
No, not unless you own the shit.
And it's on record that he paid her off. Cause my dude, if you're innocent, why did you allegedly pay her off?
If
If
you
you
own the shit, you can do
supposedly
whatever you
are
want.
innocent. And he just thinks like he just doesn't give a fuck. There's a thing with Vince. He has no remorse. He's just like, he's like, you know what, it's whatever. Everybody needs to get over it. No, fuck you. You need to go to jail.
He fucked his mayors beyond recognition. There's a lot of things.
Well, here's the thing. I think they was already broken up. I don't even think they was even like together on some legitimate type shit. And like especially like when it comes like Triple H and Stephanie. Remember I was saying from before, I just find it so weird. Like so like when Triple H is having a match, right?
Right.
She won't like when Stephanie is rooting for him, she won't be like, "Come on, babe, you got this, babe. I love you, babe." Whatever. She'll be like, "Come on, Hunter." Like, what legitimate couple talks like that to each other? Yeah, you're not gonna say their nickname or their, you know what I mean, their government name. You're gonna be like, "Come on, babe, you got this, babe. I love you, babe." Whatever. The same thing on Linda McMahon. Well, her fucking stale, boring ass. Imagine that bitch how she was in bed. Oh man, I ain't gonna lie. She probably was wild in bed, Linda McMahon. Like she probably the type that's real like docile and little quiet and shy in public, but in bed she turned into like a dominatrix or some shit like that.
And
Linda's probably super
now
freaking
she's a
dead.
foreigner song. Yeah, super
Yeah,
freak.
because
Super freak. Yeah.
that bitch is like a fucking a rice cake, no flavor at all.
Rice cake.
Word. That's why Vince is like, man, fuck this bitch. I'm about to go get me a sister and smash her. I'm about to smash me a couple of black chicks. I need some flavor in my life. I need some seasoning on my food.
There has to be something up with those ruthless aggression divas. Something horrible must have happened to them.
Look at like with Ashley Massaro.
Because none of them came back.
Oh God.
Right. Except for like Stacey
I don't
Keebler and Kelly.
I'm sorry, but I don't think she suicided herself. I think she was murdered. She was taken out.
That's what other people were saying too. Other people were saying it is
It's sketchy
because it was an overdose, accidental overdose.
She came out, I think. No, she hung herself, but she came out like a week before or something, like all happy this and that about her kid or something. I don't know. And like all of a sudden you suicide yourself. It's like, wow, I don't know.
That's how it usually happens, though.
Because you remember, like all of a sudden, like she dies, and then all of a sudden, what, a year later, all this Vince stuff comes out. You know, it's kind of weird.
Right.
So it's like, you know, the body count continues. The fucking Sopranos episode. Here we go.
And he has no remorse. Vince is he doesn't have a soul. And it's like, you know why he don't got a soul? Because Bishop Man never got his ass whipped legitimately. Fucking wrestling. Nobody never was like, you know what? I want to shoot the 5 with you, Vince. What's up? Matter of fact, somebody did. I think it was who was it? I think it was Kurt Angle. He did
Nail choked him out, man. If he didn't have his wounds with him, Nail probably would have killed him. So I don't know.
I'll take that back.
Like if Vince would have dared touch Sable, Brock would have beat his ass to next Sunday.
Oh shit! If Brock and Sable were together back then, oh, you would have fucking F-fired him out of the building, right off the fucking roof.
Well, look what Virgo Bay just said. And that's what I'm saying. Like that marriage is a business. It is.
Exactly.
It just seems so like, you know, like I said, if you know me, you ruin for your girl. You're like, come on, babe, you got this, babe. Come on, Hunter. You Hunter, please, Hunter. You gotta do it, Hunter. Like that shit just sounds so. It's not natural.
No, there's something seriously up with that family.
Yeah, so
something very, very weird going on. Because first off, what I heard about Shane was probably the worst shit I ever heard in my life. That Shane tried to convince Vince to buy Pride. I was like, oh God, no. If that would have happened.
What did Shane do again? What happened? We said
he tried to convince Vince McMahon to buy Pride, the Japanese fighting organization.
Hey, like Shane was smart because he knew UFC or like mixed martial arts was about to be popping. So that wasn't a bad idea.
Look at UFC.
Yeah,
but imagine Pride under Vince. Do you actually think for 6 seconds?
Well, no, Vince probably would have did some stupid crossover stuff and fucked it up. Yeah, he would have fucked up with some crossover stuff.
Yeah, Raw Underground would have been Raw Underground would have been released way earlier.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool concept, that Raw Underground. You know, it's kind of something different.
Raw Underground.
Would have been Raw Underground with Vandalay Silva and Rampage Jackson.
And Raw Underground could have worked if they didn't if it was on some real full contact. Raw Underground could have worked.
Yeah.
What, like Kumite?
Yeah, like on some real Kumite full contact.
Like blood sport.
MMA, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have worked, but then you can't fake fight in the Kumite. You look retarded.
You have to turn off your brain. Basically,
you gotta throw away your brain. Fuck turning it off. It's just ridiculous. Like, I like the idea of Raw Underground. I like the idea, but the execution was incredibly retarded. Like, you can't fake fight no shit like that.
But if he would have used it like back in the day, he would have had people that would have ran with it very, very well. Kurt Angle would have been perfect.
I got you, Tove.
Like Kurt Angle would have been perfect in that format. Instead, you had Dabba-Kato. What the fuck?
Tove.
Yo, you can hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
Good.
I wish they'd bring back Shotgun Saturday Night once in a while. That'd be cool.
Right. I wouldn't mind that either. Like, it needs some grittiness. Like, that's what wrestling as a whole is missing. Well, WWE as a whole is missing. It's too polished. It needs some grittiness to it.
Yeah.
Sometimes polish works, though.
It does, but like with Raw, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I think I'm gonna catch a seizure watching Raw. It's too fucking bright. Everything is colors all over the damn place. Like, god damn.
I'll take a seizure over a coma watching that stuff. But whatever.
Like, everything is red, and then you got those graphics and shit. Like, you know, what's this bitch name? I'm mad I forgot this bitch name. The women's champion.
Bianca?
For Raw.
Bianca?
Yeah, Bianca Belair, my bad. You know, she has her graphic with the lips with the ponytail. And you know that shit that be all close to the screen. Like, everybody got their own logo close to the damn screen. And then all of the extra shit is like, yo, there's so much shit going on and it's so damn bright. Especially if you got a motherfucking big ass TV, like, so I got a fucking a 55-inch. That shit about to make me fucking look crazy up in here, B.
The thing about that
Vince
whole
is a man with a lot of
lead-up,
money and connections.
Go ahead.
Hold on, let me read what Virgo Bay said. Vince is a man with a lot of power, money, and connections. Men like that have no remorse or accountability because they feel like they can pay people off for anything or use their team of lawyers. Got a big fact. Big fact.
So far, that's worked for Vince. That worked like a fucking charm.
That is Vince.
She's not
Money
wrong
fixes
there.
everything.
But one of these days, it's going to stop working. And when it does, and like most times, that's the case. There's a time where it stops working.
I don't know. When it comes to Vince, his money's too damn long. That shit gonna stop working when he's in the ground.
Honestly, I think how it's going to end for Vince is like the ending of Scarface. It's just all these promoters from the past are going to raid his house and gun him down.
Yo,
That's the way it's got to end. That's got the way it's got to end. Come on.
Triple H is gonna be the one with the shotgun.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So what's going to be? It's going to be Triple H, Tony Khan, Eric Bischoff.
Yeah. All these old promoters, old guys never paid.
It's gonna be Ted Turner. He's gonna finish the job.
Yo, how old is that dude? 100?
He's gonna be like 85 or something, 86.
Oh man, God bless his heart, man.
Ooh, Ted Turner? No, he's still alive.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
no, he's still alive. He lives like in Montana or something in the fucking farm.
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
He's still alive.
He's still alive.
No, he's still alive.
He's still alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, man, they was everywhere back in the day, man. Back in like the mid '90s, like TBS, TNT, the Turner thing, they was taking over. The Braves, that was like when they were the best. Cartoon Network.
Nitro.
Nitro. Yeah, Nitro. Yeah,
Nitro.
Nitro.
Braves baseball.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Cartoon Network was like the best. I mean, nothing against Nickelodeon and Disney because they was cool too, but Cartoon Network had like the best lineup. TNT and TBS had like all the original shows like that mid '90s period. Like they were they were like at where Disney's at. Like, well, I was about to say where Disney's at now, but Disney's bleeding money. But you get what I mean. Like they took over everything. Like, that dude took everything. That was why he got into wrestling, because he got bored. He was like, man, I got sports, I got TV, I got movies. He's like, what else is left? He's oh, wrestling. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna take wrestling too.
Yeah, he's 84 years old, that Turner.
Yep.
Jesus.
Look it up.
Yeah, he's
Man,
still alive.
84.
He's still alive.
Jeez.
Yep.
God bless his heart, man. That's what's up.
I'm in the wrestling.
So yeah, so that's like how I asked these two gentlemen. Like, what's your thoughts on the topics? Like, first with the I think that Bray Wyatt secretly got fired because given the fact that you remember how they did with Samoa Joe when they basically said the same thing about he was out on a physical issue.
Yeah, they said undisclosed injury or he was gone.
Yeah.
Right.
What's your thoughts on that?
They had Joe dressed out there like a
fired. How many people are gonna lose their shit?
They had Joe dressed out there like a fucking condom and just like released him the next day. Jesus.
Remember that Joe, right? Was that for WrestleMania, right? He was commentating for WrestleMania, I think it was.
Yeah, he was gone. Like raining. Yeah, he was standing there dead ass in a fucking poncho looking like a used condom. And they fucking fired him the next day. I'll never forget that.
Like how many combined people are gonna lose their shit if Bray's fired after Mania?
And that's why I think they don't want to piss people off before WrestleMania. That's why I think they did it secretly for right now.
Putting my own bias aside, because I don't give two shits about Bray. But if you look at him, ever since he came back, he's been wearing that knee brace, which is weird because it's like, why? You haven't been working, but he's been wearing the knee brace. It's hard to tell because he wears the jeans and all his segments are like really trippy. But ever since he came back, he's always worn that brace. So he's always had like nagging knee issues. As far as I know, the last time he wrestled a match was a live event in February, I believe. And after that, and all his matches were against LA Knight. And as far as I know, the matches were fine. He wasn't hurt or anything. And the beginning of this month, he's basically just been MIA. And there you go. So whether he was fired or whether he was hurt, or whether it's creative issues or whatever the case. And also, if you go on Twitter, and I don't like Twitter, but Twitter is important for context in this particular case. If you go on Bobby Lashley's Twitter, a lot of times on WWE television, they'll show a tweet, like on actual TV. And when that happens, that's when like, okay, this is part of a story. Well, Bobby Lashley did a tweet, and this tweet was not featured on Raw. And Lashley's tweet said something along the lines of, I don't care who it is, the Almighty is going to destroy somebody at WrestleMania.
Yeah, he had like an open challenge, yeah.
Right. So basically, they're giving him the that's like a plan B sort of. They're going to be giving him the Seth spot or something. So it's very clear to me that well, really, I think what it is we got to wait for is we got to wait till SmackDown, because Bray does make more appearances on SmackDown. If we see any kind of reference or innuendo of any kind of Bray on SmackDown this Friday, then I say, maybe they're trying to work some kind of, angle. But if there's nothing like at all on Friday, then yeah, he's done pretty much. All I really got to say, because, I like to talk about other stuff, because believe it or not, I don't like beating dead horses. I'm just very happy that more and more people, wrestlers, fans, commentators, streamers, podcasters, I'm just happy that more people are finally waking up to what I've been saying for months. This dude is no good. So whether he's hurt, whether it's COVID, I think it's going to be a situation where the powers that be, whether it be Triple H or Vince pulling the strings, I think it's a situation where a bunch of folks are just going to be like, you know what? This dude's just not hitting it. His segments are a constant low point. We don't understand the character. He's not getting any reactions. Everyone that's worked with him, they've not benefited from it. And now here we are. We're giving you, I know the match with Bobby was not going to be good anyway. It was going to be, more creepy stuff. But the bottom line is this was going to be a featured match at WrestleMania, and these are very important things, like they really go out of their way to, build these cards for WrestleMania. This is not some B show here, you know. This isn't Backlash or, you know, any like, you know, like a live event. Like, this is Wrestle fucking Mania. So
It's the A of the A
could,
shows.
yeah, they could be
Right.
given
This
this.
the show.
Right, they could be giving this spot to anybody else. There's so many other people on the roster they could be giving it to. They could be giving it to Corbin. They could be giving it to Ali. They could be giving it to anyone else. But they said, no, we're going to give you, Bray. We're going to give you this singles match. And so when you go out of your way and give this person something and they just keep getting hurt or having issues after issues, that is how you get fired. You know, completely unrelated. And I know I've been going on for a long tangent here. But y'all remember Mr. Kennedy, right? Remember Mr. Kennedy?
Of course.
You're right. Kennedy, he's pretty cool about
why
he got. Right. He's pretty honest about how he got fired. He did like one of those U shoots with the Tom Oliver dude a couple of years ago.
I like you
and he, right, and he was pretty honest. He was pretty actually gaining a little respect for how honest he was. He said that he thinks what got him fired, it wasn't, you know, him hurting Orton, you know, because he suplexed Orton, you know, Orton landed on his head and he complained. That didn't do him any favors. But he said he thinks that what got him fired was the fact that his name consistently kept coming up as far as issues were concerned. Because if you look back at Mr. Kennedy's track record, remember after the whole Benoit thing happened, you know, a lot of wrestlers were on news stations talking about concussion protocol and road rage and stuff. He made some comments that Vince didn't like, so he had heat from that. He got a few injuries, you know, so he was injury prone, so he had heat from that. And then there's the stuff of Orton, you know, where Orton complained about him. Apparently, Orton complained about him to Cena, and then Cena complained about him to Vince. And so it just got to a point where Vince was...
Did Orton shit in his bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if Orton shit in his bag or not, but
that's the first time hearing that.
Right, but it got to a point where Vince just got tired of hearing about him, you know, because it was like every other month or every other week there was like some new shit story about Kennedy. So,
headache.
Right, so Vince was just like, you know what, fuck this guy, and they just cut him, and that's what happens sometimes. And so I wouldn't be shocked if that's what happened to Bray, because and obviously Bray's not the same as Kennedy, but if you look at Bray's track record, it's similar. Where it's always something with him, always, like every other month, every other week, like, okay, where is this? It's a constant headache. So I could see him. I mean, you know what? Even though the thing is,
hold on, I got you. Virgo Bay asked an interesting question. What was the point bringing Bray back just to fire him? Hey, they did that with the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They brought him back and they fired him like months later.
I mean, Triple H said it himself.
Once in the 90s, I think, again, once in the early 90s and then again in the mid 90s.
Triple H said it himself. If you find that sit-down interview with, you know, Ariel, you know, last year, you know, that was just a couple of months ago. Triple H said it himself. He said Bray's his own worst enemy. Those are his exact words.
Yeah, I remember. Rollins, you're right. Yeah.
And then Seth Rollins, that's what I was saying. Seth Rollins, you know, he did the interview also with Ariel, and then Seth himself said that every single person that feuded with Bray did not benefit from it. And he's right. He's not wrong.
So is that basically saying that, is it like this dude just don't listen? So like if people try to give Bray Wyatt advice and Bray Wyatt's the type to be like, no, I got this. I know what I'm doing. I got this. It seems like, you know, he's probably that type that you can't tell him nothing. His head is up his own ass.
So you could have a gigantic ego.
Yeah.
Well, I think the whole thing too is you got to remember Alexa Bliss is gone too. So that's probably like a holding pattern until she comes back. But if they're going to release, but listen. But if they're going to release Bray, you might as well release Alexa Bliss too. You know, and that's a good point.
She's not doing shit. She's not doing it at all.
Right. That's an example right there. I'm not even an Alexa fan, but ever since she got paired up with Bray, her career has not been the same at all. Like, she was all over TV before, you know, she was the first person that became Raw and SmackDown Women's Champion. She was always featured. She was always in a storyline with Bayley or Sasha, or, you know, she was always one of those people. She was like Corbin or Rollins. She was always on TV, always in the mix, always featured. And the minute she got paired up with Bray, her career has not been the same. It hasn't.
I ain't gonna lie though, she was selling a lot of those damn dolls.
Creepy doll.
Like one of
yeah.
her problems with Sasha was the thing that started everything off with Alexa.
Shit, yeah, she was. So I don't know. I don't know if like I want to say her career wasn't the same because if anything, I think she made more money joining Bray Wyatt because those dolls were selling like hotcakes.
Yeah.
What's her name? Lily? Whatever the fuck that damn doll name was.
Yeah, Lily.
Uh,
Yeah.
So
I
Virgo
thought
Bay
it was,
said, "Thanks for the questions, Virgo Bay. You on fire with the questions tonight? What?
Yeah.
Shit, remind me of my boy, Marcus."
yeah.
That's what I was gonna bring up. That's what I was gonna bring up. Really, the only positive that Bray brings to the company is
Is JoJo.
the money, his money from the merch. You know, like he's
Number one
consistent with,
seller.
yeah, he's consistent with the merch. But the thing is that that's all well and good, but like they can make merch from anybody. He doesn't. The positive cash flow is nowhere else. There's no positive cash flow, and the matches and the storylines and the segments, it's just not there.
Well, I would say like it's definitely a positive because at the end of the day, they running the business. So you being the number one seller in the business, well, I guess it don't mean shit because they still firing them any fucking way.
Yeah.
So excuse me, but maybe what Virgo Bay has said. Bray career ain't been the same since he left his wife for Sachi.
Wow.
JoJo's fat ass, man.
JoJo. The thing
You
is
see
with
that
Bray, he's
video?
very.
Did you guys see that video? This dude, Bray Wyatt, he was with his kids, and he's about to go. I think he's about to go on a bus, and some fans approached him, like just bum rushed him, trying to get an autograph. Like, my man, like, don't you see this dude with his fucking family? Go sit down somewhere.
Yeah, people are. Yeah, scumbag.
Man.
The thing is, Bray is very creative, but it doesn't transcend in the ring for wrestling. He should be doing movies and shit like that, Use his
Yeah, I think he
talents
should be a writer. That's what I think he should be, like a writer
or TV shows,
or
or horror or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because wrestling is really not his thing. And I know he could wrestle. He just doesn't
He's
want to.
extremely creative, though.
And I'm so
Like, the one thing
sick
about
of
Bray
that
is
motherfucker
that
Sister
you can
Abigail
never knock about
shit.
him.
The only thing I think, but because Bray's trying so hard, he just wants to be like his dad, or better than his character or something.
Like IRS.
I don't know.
No, please don't be like his dad. That dude IRS used to stay.
No, I don't want. Well, I don't want to get audited by him. He'll fucking give me like a mandible claw or some shit.
I would have hated to wrestle IRS. This dude was all sweaty, like He used to be dripping with sweat. You have like a 2-minute squash match
with the suit.
Or the suit.
Word, like his suit would be drenched in sweat.
Yeah. IRS brought to you by Degree Deodorant. 24 hours.
Word, like he was keeping it funky.
It's just like, and not just in wrestling, but in life. There's the pitch. Like when someone has an idea, like an idea is pitched to you. Like an idea can sound good on paper, but like at some point you have to execute the idea. And I did the analogy the other day on our private group. I said Bray's that dude, and we all know that guy. We all know someone like that back when we were in school. Bray's that dude that has a crush on that girl, the popular girl, and he's telling all his friends he's got a crush. Everyone knows, and he's that dude that does everything but tell the girl straight up, like, hey, you want to go on a date? Like, the jokes, the references, the windows, the hints, and it's like, dude, just fucking ask her. What's the worst that's going to happen? She's going to say yes, she's going to say no. He's that dude that does that. And then after like 3 years of like, is he going to do it? He's not going to do it. He finally does it. He finally got the date. Okay, the date's set. We're going to go on a date. And then the day of, he just ghosts. It's like, what's the point? Like, you just wasted 3 years of our time. Like, that's literally every single thing that Bray does. So that's why I don't put I put a lot of it on Bray, but I put it on WWE as a company too, because creatively speaking, if for any wrestling company, WWE, AEW, Impact, whatever, creative is their job to look out for the interest of their talent, So it's one thing.
Oh shit, we lost him.
Oh, shit, lost him. Oh boy,
man.
Bray got him.
Yeah, you talking too much shit about me.
Got the mandible claw.
Yeah.
But
Mandible
what
claw.
Virgil Bay said is interesting because that's what this dude had said from before. That's what Toph had said from before about everybody that worked with Bray Wyatt, they become a bum afterwards.
Well, look at the Wyatt family. You know, one guy's dead, what sucks, and then the other guy, what the fuck's he doing? You know,
Eric Redbeard. It's that fucking name that sucks. That's why, like,
Redbeard. That sounds like a guy should be
son,
chopping wood or
guess who's the new champion? Eric Redbeard. Eric, get your goofy ass about that name sounds so corny. Eric Redbeard.
Should be on paper towels or something. Bounty.
Well, I mean, like, well, LA Knight's supposed to have.
Hold on, we got a newcomer. Thanks for joining us, Lou Medic. Okay, said they really don't give Bray the tools he needs to have a great run. WWE never finishes what they start with him.
Yeah. Thanks, Lou, for the question.
Yeah,
because it always falls flat.
Yeah. Toph probably needs a paramedic right now. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah,
you got Sister Abigail and the claw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we find out what Toph is, there's probably a storm going on over there too.
I don't even know. I know if I lose one more time, I'm done for the night. I went upstairs. I made a better reception.
Well, we definitely appreciate you being here, my guy.
Oh yeah, it's an honor.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, I'm telling you, even Virgil Bay said, look, IRS sweats from Gorilla. Yes. That dude, yo, watch your old match with IRS. This dude be dripping with sweat. I'm not wrestling you, my man. Then you mad hairy too? I'm not wrestling with you.
Mike Rotunda.
Yeah, yo, he be dripping.
University of Syracuse.
Like WCW was worse.
Yeah, the Varsity Club. Yeah, was that? Yeah, when WCW Varsity Club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it was worse than WCW.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah. I forgot too. We get condolences to Arn Anderson. I guess his oldest son passed away.
Oh wow, I didn't even know that. What the one that used to wrestle in AEW?
No. The older son. He had an older son. I guess.
Oh wow, that's
still
crazy though. Condolences go out to the Anderson family, definitely.
Yeah.
Sad.
I don't know what happened, but yeah.
Man.
That's right. I mean, that's perfect job for Bray right there. Creative right there. He'd be great for like creative.
No, I just said that not too long ago. I was saying that maybe he should just be a writer or director.
Something.
Because it's pretty obvious he doesn't want to wrestle. He don't want to do. It's like he's not passionate about wrestling anymore. He just wanted to be a character.
Yeah.
No, the
Wyatt family was great. After that, it just went downhill. Like it said, it just sucked. You had Cena kill Bray, and then you had fucking Seth Rollins beat him in the Ronald McDonald Hell in a Cell match, and that's it. Goodbye.
Right. What I was saying before my phone went out. Sorry about that. Is I was a big fan of Austin Aries, and I'm like neutral. I mean, I still like Punk. I'm like 50-50 on him. But the point is that as somebody who was a big fan of Aries and Punk, as much as I love them both, they both have track records of everywhere they go. There's a shitstorm.
Very problematic.
And so it's like you can only put that on the companies so many times before you just maybe they're part of the problem too. And it's getting to that. We're already at that point with Bray. And so, it's really, to me, I'm not even mad at Bray anymore. I'm not mad at Bray, and I'm not even mad at the company. I'm more so just annoyed at the fans now. Like, if you like Bray, that's fine, but you need to acknowledge that this dude's part of the problem. That's all I'm saying.
We're going to be at that position with Punk as well.
Yeah.
Because if Tony Khan dares side with
Bray should come out for one more promo and say, "Acknowledge me that I suck."
Nah. So like
Acknowledge that I suck.
what I was saying from before, when you
Yeah,
had
there we go.
had
Yeah.
lost connection, so look like we got a new member of the family, Lou Medic.
Oh,
He be-
oh, cool. What
handing
up, Lou?
us up.
Yeah.
Lou Medic. Yeah, she basically said that
Cousin.
I feel like Vince McMahon's presence back in WWE changed some of the plans lately. I don't think he likes Bray. He definitely doesn't like Bray Wyatt,
Right.
and I
Nah,
think
obviously.
he's purposely sabotaging him because like going back to what I was saying, I find it so funny. Like it's like they said the same thing.
He likes Cody though.
He said this.
Yeah, I think he likes
Cody. I think he likes Cody, but Bray definitely no.
No, he doesn't.
And
like Bray at all.
he's doing the same
if
thing.
you shit on
Like,
Cody,
hold on, like
he'd be a
he just
plumber
like
right
the
now.
same thing with this dude, Samoa Joe. You know what I mean? Oh, he's out on a physical issue.
Yeah.
And the same thing
If
Vince McMahon said. And people want to say, oh, Vince McMahon is not in power. I'm believing it less and less because there's little tidbits like that, little clues like that that's making me believe this dude is basically either he's back in power or he's weaseling himself back in power.
He's a consultant, basically. That's what he is, and he's trying to weasel his way in. He's a
Yeah.
consultant. Mm-hmm.
If Vince hate Cody, man, he'd be in polka dots right now or a plumber. I'm telling you. So.
Mm-hmm. And I know you like him, Sandman. I know you like him, Sandman. But Brock almost like I don't give a fuck what the dirt sheets say. Okay, that's not fucking Brock. That's fucking Vince. That's something Vince would book. Vince would book Brock Lesnar versus Almost. That's not something Triple H would do. That's not something.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fucking
I
Vince.
agree.
Yeah.
I get it though, because it's a spectacle. Brock gets because Brock is always known as he's the beast. So now you got another dude that's looking like a bigger beast. I understand like the spectacle of it.
Yeah.
If only Omos was such a botch master.
They barely.
That's
Vince,
one thing about he botches too much. Like I really be trying to cape for him. I really do. I really want him to get better, but it's like he's not getting better.
Yeah.
They badly fucked up that.
Now, who would you rather see in a match, Omos or Elegante, Giant Gonzalez? I'd rather see Omos.
God.
I think there's more
Great
potential
Khali.
at Omos or Great Khali. He's even worse. My God.
My hope is what they'll do is they just go ahead and add Lashley to that match, make it a 3-way. Lashley, Omos,
That'd be
and
good.
Brock. If they
Fuck
can't
it.
find somebody else for Bobby to
Yeah,
face, if they,
I'm good on
they should
that.
just do that.
Hope nobody don't
I
break
mean-
their neck in that
Vince
match.
will
Well,
probably
you know.
bust the nut with fucking all that beef. I mean, shit. That beef.
Or this could be
Like, isn't
this
that a
could be
setup
an
for the
arrival of a
Hurt
new wrestler. Like this dude does a whole open challenge, and I don't know, maybe Switchblade might show up.
Hmm.
But isn't that
That'll be
the
a
setup
pleasant
for the Hurt
surprise.
business though?
If Cody
That's
wins
what I was
the
thinking.
title, I
Set up
see
for her.
Switchblade attacking Cody. That'd be awesome. Cody getting attacked by Switchblade night after Mania.
We can
They
all
ain't
agree
gonna-
that's going to be a fuck finish with that whole Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is not going to win that clean. If he wins.
Oh,
No.
they're not going to do a fuck finish at WrestleMania. No. If this was any other pay per view, then I'd be like, yeah. I
I
mean,
can see Sammy
they-
fucking
they-
it up or something.
they've
Hit
done
that like
fuck finishes at
button.
Mania.
You said what, Toph?
I said they've done fuck finishes at Mania. It's very rare. Like the one I always think of is I think of WrestleMania 2000. Triple H and
Not talking about
Mostly
that.
it's because, like, they don't have a
that
plan.
same thing.
What about WrestleMania 9 with Yokozuna and fucking Brett? Fucking salt
Right,
in the
but that was
eyes
a long
and
time ago,
Hogan.
though.
Oh, when
That was
this dude
I know,
Hogan,
but I mean that
the
was a
first
fuck
ever
finish.
Money in the Bank, first
Yeah,
ever
that
Money
was-
in the Bank winner.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was Snuka.
When Vince
That was
Lee
Snuka Money in the Bank
briefcase.
winner.
yeah. I'm trying to think if there was any other fuck. Yeah, because they haven't done a fuck finish at Mania in a long time. But yeah, I mean, they
Mania-
could always do it. I
Mania
guess.
9 with Taker.
Yo,
and
Virgo.
Giant Gonzalez.
I mean, Vince helping Austin and The Rock 17. So
Yeah.
that was great. That was a
Mania
fuck
with
finish.
Taker and Giant Gonzalez is one.
Mm.
Would you consider 31 a fuck finish? Because Seth did cash in.
Yeah.
Not really a fuck
That's
finish.
more of like seizing the opportunity, than a fuck finish.
He never lost power. He took a leave of absence to let this shit die down about him stealing the church's money for hookers. Local Bay's on the road tonight.
Yeah.
I remember laughing. I got in trouble at my job last year when I read that report. You know, like it was the week after the allegations at first went live or viral, whatever. I know you guys remember. It was like he went into what was it? He went on SmackDown, and everyone thought he was gonna talk about it, and he just said WWE will be then, now, forever together. And then he went back in the curtain, and the report said the first thing he said was "fuck him."
Remember before that, he almost killed himself. Maybe he jumped down the steps and almost killed himself. Fucking goofball.
Oh man.
Man, Vince, man. So, what's your thoughts on the basically WWE talking about legalizing betting on scripted matches?
No, yeah, that can't work. It can't work.
It's that's so completely stupid.
It can't work for one simple reason, because like we could talk about a bunch of shit. It can't work for one reason, and that is you can't, in professional wrestling, you can't book something 6 months ahead in advance and say, okay, this is what we're doing 6 months from now.
Right.
And say, we're not going to have it. You can't do that because in wrestling is a tide. It's like an ocean and you don't know which way it's going to shift.
Right.
So based off the way. So like, if this is true, if like for the sake of argument, let's just say it happens, right? And legalized betting happens. Okay. That means that if we can sit here right now and we can book the SummerSlam card later this summer, and we're just going to say, okay, this guy goes over, that guy goes over, not realizing that, okay, well, what if this person gets over during that period of time? So based off that means that the Daniel Bryan Yes movement never happens. That means Kofi Mania never happens. That means Becky 2 belts never happens. That means
everything's going to happen on the fly.
20 never happens, right? Like, you know, sometimes you know, so you can't do that. Now there's some things you can bet on, like you can bet on the Rumble, like okay, like for instance, is there going to be a debut?
Yeah.
Is there going to be a debut? Is there going to be a call up? Is there going to be a return? You know, is so and so going to last X amount of minutes? Is so and so going to have X amount of eliminations? You can bet on Money in the Bank, like okay, who's going to be in the Money in the Bank match? How many ladders are there going to be? How many table spots are there going to be? How many holy shit chants are they gonna like? You can bet on stuff.
Like that. I don't know about that. That sounds like boring betting like that.
Like it has to be extreme. You're gonna bet on WWE.
Prop bets. That's the only thing that's gonna work for wrestling is prop bets. That's it.
Yeah,
you
like
can only do
be
prop betting.
Limited for certain matches.
Because if you start betting matches like this guy and that guy is gonna win, you're gonna have some guy fucking influence a guy like, "Oh, tell your boss you better win or you're fucking dead." You're gonna see guys fucking getting
right. The mob's gonna get involved.
Yeah, the mob and
get
shit.
Involved, like,
it's fucking ridiculous. Like throwing fights back in the day with Rocky Marciano. You know, the mafia got involved and shit like that.
I want Tony D'Angelo to be undefeated for the next 2 years.
Fucking James Ellsworth's gonna win the Royal Rumble. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Capiche?
You're
I know why they want to do it. They want to do it because, you know, you can make, there's some money to be made, you know, and they want a part of that. And I understand that, but there's no way you can do it traditionally, not in WWE. No way.
I like how you broke that down.
Real quick.
It just prop bets. That's the only thing would work. Props.
What's that, Black Star?
Did you guys see NXT tonight?
Oh, they stripped the title from the lady? They stripped the title?
Well, like
saw that.
Well, Grayson Waller attacked Johnny Gargano at the steps of his home.
And, what?
Huh?
He invaded, like he invaded his home.
Yeah, like his wife and kid came out.
Who, Johnny Gargano? Who? What's her name again?
Grayson Waller.
No. Johnny Gargano wife.
Oh, Candice Michelle.
Oh, dude.
Candice LeRae? Candice Michelle? Yeah, he wishes.
Right. And the dick.
Like Candice LeRae comes out. Like outside
Wow, I like that though. You
he
know,
lifts his hand up and then curb stomps him on the steps of his home. Like, what the fuck is this?
damn.
Oh yeah, that'd
Okay.
be a good rating. NXT, American History X. I should do that.
Yeah, here we go. Curb stomp. I can
Yeah,
see it now. 50-year-old
Virgo
dies
Bay.
in a curb stomp thing.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say that also, Virgo Bay. What you was talking about with the whole you were talking about legalizing the gambling and shit. How anything could happen. Like you can't basically plan for like a 6-month stretch because people get hurt sometimes.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Now,
It's like and then things alter. Like you said, the tide could get altered. Like for instance, looking like with Lex Luger. Lex Luger was popping with the whole Lex Express shit, but after SummerSlam, motherfuckers wasn't digging Lex Luger no more.
Yeah, they want a Brett. Yeah.
Then Yoko's doing
Isn't that crazy too about Lex Luger?
Stop that to a screeching
He
halt.
fucking won the WCW title in the same arena he got screwed out at SummerSlam.
Right.
That's awesome.
That's the narrative that I've always hated. The WWE always pushes the narrative like Luger sucked. Like, no, like you just didn't know how to fucking use him. He was great in WCW.
Yeah,
just
Luger.
like
Yeah,
Diesel,
Luger was
just
that
like
guy.
just like Kevin Nash was always way cooler than Diesel.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Blue Medic said Ben could be fun, but then we might lose the ability to be close to superstars. Things could get dangerous if folks lose. Telling you, B, they're gonna have Tony D'Angelo and Vinny and the boys waiting for them in the parking lot, ready to crack their knees with bats.
The most they can do is, they can like book 6 months ahead and say, okay, we're going to be going in this direction. Like we want to be here in 6 months. Like for instance, it's easy to say, okay, we need Montez Ford to be U.S. title level ready in 6 months, or that's fine, but you can't take a big show like Mania and SummerSlam verbatim and just be like, all right, this is who's facing who and this is who's going over and fuck everybody else. We're not changing our mind. Like, no, like that's just going to kill the business. It's not going to work that way.
That has to be purely on prop bets. Like prop bets, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
You can't go match to match.
How you gonna bet a match between Roman Reigns and Okada? Holy shit! No one's doing the job.
Fucking WWE would do they'll do a time limit, no contest or some shit, even though they never do. That's what they'll do.
Yeah, that's the only bet you can make. That's the only bet you can make.
Man, both motherfuckers, I won't want to do the job. That would be funny and interesting.
Nobody wants to do the job. I'm not putting you over.
That doesn't work for me, brother.
WWE should sign that guy Blackwell that the Skyscrapers beat the crap out of for one match. He no sells Roman Reigns in a match. That'd be fucking hilarious. Blackwell, dude.
Word,
I love that fucking clip. He's trying to kick out of the pin.
I just want to say too.
They want to beat the shit out that dude Blackwell.
Kick his ass. Teddy Long.
I also wanted to say that I think the marquee matches at Mania, like all the big matches that you expect to be, there, I think they're going to be all right. Like Roman Cody, the Usos, Owens, Sammy, and all that. Rollins, Logan Paul. That'll be a nice attraction. So I think the marquee matches, but the undercard is like shaky, bro. Like fucking Rhea and Charlotte. This shit is not it. As I hear it, it's going to be the main event. This shit is not main event ready at all.
What the fuck is Charlotte? Is she still on her honeymoon? This bitch can't.
No, she's on TV.
She came through, won the belt, and went back to Hollywood. Went back to her honeymoon.
Yeah, the women's shit is not good, and the shit they're doing with fucking Asuka and Bianca, this shit sucks too, bro.
Yeah, like why are they beefing?
Charlotte's smuggling cocaine with Andrade in Colombia or something.
Right? She's doing something. She's smuggling that dude nut. She's smuggling that dude nut in her fucking cheeks. That's what she's doing.
Holy shit. So I went to Barnes and Nobles today, the bookstore. I found Where's Miro.
Read?
Yeah, there's a weird Miro book. You got to find Miro in like a thing of wrestlers. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool book.
Oh, word? So what? Miro? What, they got a book about wrestlers or something?
Yeah, it's Weird Miro. Yeah, that's pretty. Good.
Where's Miro? Was that like a Where's Waldo?
Where's Waldo? But where's Miro? Yeah. Honestly, they got to do something with that guy.
Nah, on some real shit, fuck Miro, because it's like, oh, you're not gonna do the job, so you rather sit at home because you don't want to do the job. Nah, you grimy, my dude. One loss or whatever. Well, let me not go too far because we don't know basically what he was told to do. Because this dude Tony Khan loved to keep everything secretive.
It don't really matter, bro. He was taking care of Miro. Miro lost what?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He you know what I'm saying? He gave this dude
he was
a resurgence. He gave Miro a resurgence. So it's like, hold on, Toph. So it's like you gave Tony Khan did give him a resurgence. So if Tony Khan is sitting there telling you like, okay, I did you a favor. I made you to a star again. Now you gotta do me a favor. If Miro tells him no, Miro ain't shit for that.
I agree. He was like the second most protected person besides Moxley. Because it was like Moxley, Kenny, and I'll put Miro number 3. I think he lost literally one match. That was it. He killed everybody else. Yeah. So I don't know what the fuck he's complaining for.
But can I ask a question real quick?
Go ahead.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What if Miro was told to job to Orange Cassidy?
So
what's wrong with that?
You do the job.
So what? Yeah. One loss wouldn't have killed him.
No.
And Orange Cassidy, he's doing his thing right now. He's trying to make that belt somewhat, solidified.
Yeah, here's the thing about Orange Cassidy, right? It needs to be said, okay? Orange Cassidy is one of the, whether you like the gimmick or hate the gimmick, he's one of the biggest merch sellers in AEW, period. And
he's extremely over. I can admit that.
Yeah, he's very over. And also, this is something that I didn't even know. It was Solo Monster. He smartened me up to this. I didn't know. Did you know that I'm not making this up either. Did you know that this year, so far in 2023, I'm not making this shit up, the biggest quarter rating that AEW's had was earlier in January when Orange Cassidy had a match with Jay Lethal. Dead serious. Wow. Just whatever. Yeah. Whatever reason, every time Orange and Lethal have a match, then something about it, people like to watch that shit. So
what was the rating? What was the rating for Moxley and Evil Uno? Because they got a high rating that night too. Because that was over 1 million. But I don't know what their rating is.
Wrestling's weird, man. Wrestling, some of the most random things that you wouldn't expect to draw. I remember when Brody. I think Brody's last match, actually, his last match of Cody before he died. I think that did over 1 million too.
Yeah,
I remember one time. I think it was 2020, 2021. One time, Dustin. I think Dustin had a match of fucking Sean Spears or something, and that had over 1 million. It was why? It's weird, right? It's weird, right? Just some of the matches that you said, why?
What the fuck ever happened to Sean Spears? We on Dark Elevation now or some shit?
No, his wife got pregnant and his mom died. That's what happened. So.
Oh wow! Condolences go to the. Well, I didn't even know that, man. Condolences go to his family.
But the other thing about Orange too is that. Yeah, the other thing too about Orange, and hopefully Hobbs can turn it around. I got to be honest. I feel like the All Atlantic title, or as it's going to be referred to now, the international title.
Isn't that? Yeah, that's good. International. I was trying to remember the name.
Yeah, I feel like the international belt. Yeah, the international belt. They've been using it better than the TNT title because Orange is defending it every week. He's had good matches. Oh God. Please,
I'm about to get you out of here, Black Star. Don't jinx no shit like that. Don't be jinxing no shit like that. Not on this show. The fuck? Can't stand that dude, Jeff Jarrett, man. Damn.
Oh wow, Slapnut appears.
Oh man, that motherfucker.
I wouldn't mind Jarrett getting the title as long as Beetlejuice shows up and low blows him or something. Beetlejuice.
I think he's on YouTube, Beetlejuice. I think he has his own podcast.
Live, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Don't ban me if that happens.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Don't give him my idea.
If that dude wins that belt, you're gonna have to sit down for one show. I sit your ass down for a whole show. That's some bullshit.
We're coming out with a Saturday. They're coming out with a Saturday show. Who fucking said that they needed to? Me. Here we go. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you did. You actually did. You did say that, and it makes sense. Because when we was all coming up, we all came up on Saturday wrestling, like especially with WCW. You had, you had Worldwide, you had Power Hour. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not even that, too. It's a good final sell for the pay-per-view. If they have a pay-per-view on a Saturday, it's a good final sell. They get extra buys.
Superstars, Shotgun Saturday
Night. It'd be like their Sunday Night Heat.
Yeah. It's a good final sell. Have that limo show up at like 7:55. Who's in the limo? Oh, you got to order a pay-per-view, motherfuckers. $50.
You know it's gonna be Tony Khan in the limo.
Yeah,
That's
of course.
I got a new announcement. I signed Glenn Jacobs to the company. Like, get your goofy ass out of here.
Tony Khan passes a kidney stone. Yeah, that's a big announcement.
I got a special announcement. I ate eggs for breakfast today. Yay! Like this special announcement should be so fucking over fucking like
25% off.
Like I ain't gonna lie, the shit with Christian, I like that surprise. A lot of people didn't like it, but I liked it, and I like that he's showing and improving. This dude Christian is on fire right now.
Rumors are that Christian,
that
Christian is
fire.
gone, and that he's gonna do one more run with Edge.
He's fucking buried in hell, dude.
He's gonna lose that match. I thought Jungle Boy was gonna win that match, but other than that, Christian is doing great. He's doing great work.
Mm-hmm.
What they should do is try to sign Edge and get Gangrel, bring back the Brood for AEW. There we go.
Isn't Gangrel an MLW?
I think. Yeah, I think he's still around.
Yeah, Gangrel. He's with that. He got like a little stable with some chick and this other fucking monster dude that's on a leash.
Oh, is it? I know who you're talking about. The name escapes me right now.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the name either, but you know what I'm talking about.
The guy got rabies or something. He's on a leash.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but yo, you see my boy Dominic, man, with that good promo Monday. Come on, y'all can't hate on that promo. That was a really good promo. That was the best promo Dominic ever cut so far.
It's like Dominic.
I feel like
Dominic's gonna have such amazing heat if he beats Rey Mysterio.
I have a feeling he's gonna lose, bro. That's what my gut's telling me. I think he's gonna lose
to Rey.
Yeah.
Oh, he's definitely gonna lose because Ray's gonna be in the Hall of Fame, which is definitely deserved. And motherfuckers sitting there complaining about, why they putting Ray in the Hall of Fame right now? And then I'm like, yo, why people always gotta complain over the most dumbest shit? Who cares if he's active?
You know what they should do?
He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Who cares?
You know what they should do, bro? They should fucking not do the match. Like the week of Mania, there should still be no match, and they should do an angle at the Hall of Fame itself. We've never had an angle at the actual Hall of Fame.
There you go.
Conan booked the match.
Yeah, isn't Conan gonna induct them?
Yeah.
Conan's gonna induct Rey, so have Conan book the match.
Yeah, you should have Dominic attack Conan. That's what you should do. Have him attack Conan.
Yeah, there you go.
And that'll be like a bridge too far, and then Ray will be like, "Oh, fuck this! I'm gonna face you like, I guess night 2. I guess I don't know if they could do it like night 1 because the Hall of Fame will be Friday.
Night 2. Yeah,
night 2. That's what they should do.
You know, JD had that same idea actually.
And then Tony grabs the mic and says, "Yeah, Ray's gonna toss your salad and whatever."
You trying to say? Don't try to say this dude Scott's jokes over here.
That's Conan, bro. That's Conan, bro. Hogan.
Well, yeah, JD. JD from New York actually said the same thing. I agree. I do agree. That'll make this dude look like such a prick, such a taking on the next level of being the heel. But can Conan
on Friday?
Hold on. Here's the thing, though.
Conan should be okay.
You think
Yeah.
he can take a beat down? You think
All
he
he's
Oh,
can
got
just
to
choke
do is
him out or
just push.
something. Just like
All he's
choke
got
him
to do
out.
is just push him. That's all. Just push
Yeah,
him.
push him, choke him out. Yeah, that's all.
You know.
Little sleeper.
All you do is this.
hits
All
him
you do
with a
is this.
frog
It's like
splash off the
Hits
stage?
him
this
with
all
a
you do.
shank.
This is what
Hit
you
him
do.
with a
Conan,
shank.
fucking check his eyes. Here's what you do. Conan comes out. He does the speech, for Ray, and Conan's like,
Do it
I don't
right
wanna be here
before.
alone. Bro, I was getting there. Conan.
No,
does
he
the
should
speech.
do it during the speech, like what Tom was about to say. Yeah,
Yeah,
have
right.
him really,
He's
During
have
the
him run up
speech?
on him. Yeah,
Yeah, he's doing the speech, and then as he's about to finish, like he invites Ray's wife and Ray's daughter, and so they're all on the stage in front of all these people.
And then
millions
Dominic
watching.
interrupts.
Right, and then Dom pushes him like right in front of his daughter, right in front of his wife.
ooh,
Right. That's what you should do right there.
ooh.
Right there.
I got one better. I got one better. Have him beat down Conan, right? Have him do that, and then have Aaliyah try to stop Dominic, and then have Dominic push Aaliyah, like push her, push him away.
Okay.
She falls to the ground. That's
That'll
what
do it.
what makes Rey Mysterio smash. Rey Mysterio, he loves Aaliyah. That's his heart. So him just pushing Aaliyah, that'll send him over the edge. That's what he should do.
Yeah.
Or he could just come out and just say Eddie's in hell like Orton did. But I'm just joking.
And this will prove how much of a bum Chavo is. Look at that. Why does Rey Mysterio could have Chavo duck him in the Hall of Fame?
Well, they don't really have a connection.
Why not?
Yeah.
I thought they did.
I mean, Eddie.
Well,
With
I mean,
Chavo
they know
on-
each other, but they're not like attached to the hip, like where you would think, oh, he should induct them. Like, no, Conan's the one that discovered him. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, there we
Yeah,
go.
Conan was the one who brought him into WCW.
Right. You know
Okay.
what though? Since we're talking about the Hall of Fame,
Like the,
since we're talking about the Hall of Fame, I saw Randy was interviewed. Randy Orton. He was. Hopefully, he's doing okay. He was approached by a TMZ person the other day, and someone asked him, "Hey, like when he goes in the Hall of Fame, because of course one day Randy will go in." Somebody asked him, "When Randy goes in the Hall of Fame, who will induct him?" And Randy was like, "That's a good question." And he said that he had a conversation with his wife about it, and they both came to the conclusion there isn't one person attached to Randy like that. And I thought about it, and I was like, he's right, there isn't. Yeah, there isn't that one. There isn't that one person completely. Like he's got a bunch of people. Like he's got Triple H, he's got Edge, he's got Batista, he's got Christian, he's got Cena, he's got his dad.
Yeah, I would definitely say Triple H should be the one to induct him. This should definitely
maybe Flair.
Flair via a nursing home. Jesus Christ.
I think Flair's inducting the Great Muta.
Is he?
Yeah, he's supposed to be on the bump. The bump of coke.
Oh God. Yeah, what the hell is up with Flair? Flair and
what they should do? They should fucking put in Dutch. They should put in Dutch Mantel and have Flair announce it just to troll.
Oh
Flair.
my God, Flair would
That'd be great.
That's gonna be messy as hell.
Flair would fucking blade himself on stage.
I actually like the bump though. A lot of people who shit on the bump. I like the bump. You know what I mean? I think I understand why people shit on the bump because they basically pro WWE. Like WWE can never do no wrong. But I understand because it's a WWE product, so of course they're gonna be pro WWE. I like
It's on the network,
right? So of course they're gonna be like, oh, they can never do anything wrong. They can do no wrong.
So I just saw that the Blackhawks beat the Bruins. One of the best team in hockey lost to the worst team in hockey. They ain't winning the cup. Boston, you're done.
A 50+ win team though.
Yeah, to the Blackhawks. God, they suck.
Isn't that CM Punk's team?
Yeah, but that's his team, right? Yeah.
Chicago. Yeah.
Hey, I just want to give a big shout outs to the Canadian fans. Those guys are gonna be fucking crazy tomorrow for that Dynamite. Always a pleasure for those Canadian fans.
Spoiler alert.
What's on tap for tomorrow on Dynamite? What's going on tomorrow?
The
spoiler
big match
alert.
tomorrow is the big match. Well, there's two advertised matches. Two ones is you're gonna get the Elite versus the House of Black versus the Jericho Appreciation Society and a triple threat for the trios. And Jade is calling.
Yo, these
And
motherfuckers,
Jade is calling out somebody. People are expecting Taya to show up. So
Yeah.
It's Taya.
yeah, I was gonna.
Oh yeah,
I was
Tyler
gonna-
Valkyrie. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm mostly just excited because the Canadian crowds are cool, and also while I'm thinking about it too, because I know I'm going to forget about it. Big ups as well to WWE for after Mania they're going to be doing a Puerto Rico show, and I remember that one
for
Puerto Rico show they
Backlash.
did. Yeah, I remember that one Chamber
Yeah.
Puerto Rico show they did a couple of years ago. That was a good show. I remember watching that live. I remember that. So I
That was
really
on
love
New Year's
international
Revolution,
shows.
right?
Carlito's
New Year's
supposed to come back.
Revolution.
Yeah, just
Carlito.
hopefully that Puerto Rico show, you guys shower at the hotel after, because I don't want anybody getting fucking murdered. Puerto Rico.
Right.
Yeah,
Cruiser
I love
Brother
international
Type
shows.
Holding
I love
the
it. I love it when any company goes to international. It's just I don't know. It's just the vibe is always different, you know.
Yeah.
And that's when this dude cashed in, right? This dude Edge. Doesn't he cash in Money in the Bank?
No,
Oh,
that was
shit.
New Year's that was New
That was
Year's
New Year's.
resolution. That was
Yeah.
Wasn't
New
he in
Year's,
Puerto
yeah.
Rico? I thought it was in Puerto
No.
Rico.
no. That one that was
I don't think so.
that was the chamber where Triple H retained, and he could have
beat
saved
Goldberg.
Batista, and he didn't save Batista. So
Okay.
yeah.
Did he beat Goldberg that night?
It's crazy.
No, that was SummerSlam.
Goldberg.
That was 2003.
Oh, okay.
And they got Bad Bunny hosting the event. Charles go out to Bad Bunny.
Carlito's
Bunny.
supposed to be coming back that night.
He should. I wonder what the fuck ever happened with that. You know what I mean? Remember when Carlito came back in the Rumble? He looked in great shape, and he was in negotiations to come back, and then nothing ever happened. It's like
I
everything
spit in
fell
the
flat.
face of people who don't want to be cool.
Word.
Yeah, Carlito's like the
Isn't
closest
Bad
thing we ever
is
got to
Bad
crazy.
Bunny doing anything for Mania? Is he in a match, Bad Bunny? Or no?
No.
I won't be surprised
Oh,
if he shows up and does something, to promote Backlash.
Basically,
Probably,
as far as
yeah.
I know, man, Carlito just never cared about politics. He had all the tools. He still has all the tools. He's still in fucking phenomenal shape. He
Yeah.
had the look. He had the promo. He could go in the ring. What it was is that he didn't have the motivation, and he wasn't willing to play politics. That's why he didn't go up the card. And I've always said before that Carlito is one of the few people from that Ruthless Aggression era, when they got released. And it's like a lot of people in WWE, when they get released, you would see them somewhere else. You would see them like TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan, NWA, whatever. Carlito is like one of the few people that got released, and he was just chill. He did indies and shit, but he never went to any other big company. And people
No,
were
he
just
had
thinking
he said in the Indies. And he did a what was it, Glow or what? Wow, what was the name? of that shit
Glow,
again?
the Glow Netflix.
He did Glow. So he was definitely getting his money on other
Didn't
places.
Chavo do that too?
What's that?
Didn't Chavo do that too?
He
Glow?
did
did.
the Glow
Yeah,
TV
he
series?
did Glow. He did.
Yeah, Chavo was in Glow, yeah.
What's up with you and Chavo, man? You got something on him or something? You get,
Fuck
He's
Chavo. He's a hack.
Yo. No, sir. Chavo was one of the SmackDown 6. There will be no SmackDown 6 slander here, sir.
Fuck out of here.
Kerwin White. Kerwin White. Jesus.
Yeah, that's gonna be my next picture. I'm gonna get a Kerwin White picture to piss off
Yeah.
some man.
Have him a golf cart or
They
something.
stopped that immediately. With Eddie
They should have kept
Yeah,
doing it,
when
bro.
they stopped it when
Eddie would have
Eddie
wanted to
died.
keep
That's
going.
when he stopped it.
I'll never forgive Vince for that, man. Eddie would have wanted to keep going.
Hell yeah.
It's not early. What you talking about, Marcus Brown? I'm about to shut shit down in a little bit. You missed the whole show, buddy.
Yeah, what the hell was he doing?
You said we on here early. What?
Was he watching NBA
We're
Jam?
already an
West Coast?
hour and a half. We're already an hour and a half into the show.
He forgot to set his clock back or ahead. Probably that's why.
Oh, that's I forgot. Yeah, daylight savings. You gotta set your clock, baby.
He thinks we're only a half hour in.
Gotta set your clock, buddy. Henny God, what's going on?
I was actually
said
at work looking at my
Carlito.
phone at like 1:59 a.m. and once it changed to 2, it went right to 3. I was like, yes. I was like, yes.
I was so mad because when that shit had went up an hour, I had to wake up for work. I'm like, motherfucker.
I was just
Yeah, did
happy I
you
only
guys
did
know
15.
did you guys know that that like this week is the week where the most car accidents happen because people like they don't get enough sleep. So
Shit,
Oh,
they
yeah.
must be in Chicago. Fucking
Well, you
Chicago
can't
is
get
like a fucking Chicago is like Mario Kart out there.
sleep in Chicago with all those gunshots on the weekend. I know that.
Like I remember when me and my lady had went out there. They had like 3 accidents back to back to back.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did I tell you that time I was in Chicago? I was at a stoplight. I look over. The lady was giving her boyfriend a blowjob while driving. I just shook my head and like smiled. I'm like, cool. Cool.
Lucky guy, huh?
I'll
Yeah.
tell you, man. I'm gonna get fucking cancel cultured. I'll tell you who's like who's real like Illuminati. Old boy, man. What's the dude's name? Ah, shit, man. The dude. What's that high school movie, Nate? The high school movie about the dude that skipped school, and it's like one of
Ferris
those.
Bueller?
Ferris Bueller?
Ferris
Yeah,
Bueller.
what's that dude's name? What's that dude's name that plays him?
Oh, Matthew Broderick?
Yeah, Matthew
Yes,
Broderick.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. That dude killed someone. Y'all know that, right?
Yeah, I know that. I learned that
He
like
did?
3-4 years ago.
For real?
Yeah, in a car accident.
Yeah. He
Yeah, they
killed
covered it
someone.
up or whatever. Paid him off.
Yeah,
Of course he did, because that motherfucker is American Pie white.
Yeah, I researched him years ago. Long story short, many years ago, this is before he was like established. He was in a car with a woman and he was on the road driving, and it was a clear day, no clouds, no rain or anything. He was driving one way and another car was driving the opposite way. For whatever reason, his car got into the same lane as the other car and crashed head on. And the other people that were in the car, it was a mother and a daughter. And unfortunately, they were killed. Now, Matthew and the girl that was in the car with him, they were fine. I mean, they were shaken up and injured, but nothing deathly or anything. So he killed those 2 people that were in the car, but he didn't have any alcohol in his system. He wasn't drunk or high or anything like that. You know, no meth, no weed. So he was sober. So they asked him, okay, well, what happened? And he just gave like an unclear response. The girl gave unclear response. They investigated the car. Nothing was wrong with the car. So what happened? Well, after doing some digging, I found out that Matthew, he just had a few scrapes. Turns out the girl that was in the car with him, something was wrong with her jaw. Like at the moment of impact, it was like her jaw had gotten rearranged. She had like a severe injury to her jaw, but it
You
was a
know
specific type
what?
of injury.
Oh
Knocked
You know
wow.
out.
exactly. You know where I'm going
I
with
know where
this.
you're going with this. I know where you're going.
Right. So it's pretty clear what happened, right? It's
Yeah.
pretty clear what happened. So something somewhere along the way, like he was able to just get it thrown off, and like he didn't get anything. Like it was like no charge, no misdemeanor, no time served. Like he didn't have to do community service or like just completely just swept under the rug. So the sister of the lady who was killed, she said that all she wanted was like, you know, she didn't want a payday or anything. She just wanted him to just come visit, you know, the grave just once and leave flowers. And as far as I know, he never did.
Wow.
What
Wasn't it
fucked
Europe or something? I think it wasn't even in the United States. I think it was like in Europe. It happened.
So
I gotta
it
go back
gets
and
worse,
look.
right? It gets worse. So he's done a lot of shit more than you realize. So I looked him up and I found out that he actually is the dude that voiced Simba in The Lion King. And I was like, really? That was him? Like, yes, it was him. He voiced
Jason Weaver.
Yeah. So because he did Disney movies, you know, like certain movies, like you're just gonna get royalties for life. You know what I mean? Like you don't got to do anything.
Oh,
So
Because they try to run game on him. They was like, they gave him like an option to get paid right then and there, or you know, receive royalties for the rest of his life, and he chose that. Like
yeah.
so, every time, they buy a DVD or they play the shit on Disney Plus, whatever,
Money.
he's always getting paid for that shit.
Mhm.
He really don't have to. He barely even works. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So he get money off of that shit.
yeah.
That's why.
I mean,
That's
they had
why
a
Matt
slot
Hardy.
machine too. They had a
But it's
very
kind of like that
familiar
story
slot machine.
about
You got paid for that
like
too.
about Karl Malone.
Marcus Brown, I
Malone.
did answer. I answered your questions and stuff when you sent me those stuff. Marcus, what are you talking about?
Oh,
I did tell you my thoughts on the stuff that you sent me. Like, really? Come on now.
that's why Matt Hardy's so rich. Because a lot of people always be like, like Matt's cool and all, but like, how does he have so much money? Because he's got that big mansion and the big estate and stuff, and it's the TLC royalties, all of them. The Edge, Christian, Jeff, Matt. Well, Jeff when he's not fucking up, Bubba, Devon, like anything involving TLC, like the every single WWE game that's ever had TLC match in there, every TLC pay per view. Every WWE merchandise that's ever had TLC has some type of like advertisement, like all 6 of them. Like,
He copyrighted it?
That's what I was about to say. They really trademarked it?
That's
I
awesome.
believe so.
Wow.
He copyrighted it, right?
Yeah.
But Vince get a piece of that though. Vince gets a percentage of that shit.
Of course, he's always got a piece.
That's
In
crazy.
more ways than one.
It's crazy that like freaking not Hall, but maybe Hall's family, but Nash and Hogan, they still get residuals for NWO merchandise every year. They make like 6 figures.
Well, I didn't get to my bad, Nate. I didn't get to see that one, Marcus. I didn't get to see that, but I'll check it out when I get the chance. All right. You gotta understand, Marcus. I keep telling you, Marcus Brown, you ask a lot of questions. You gotta give me a chance.
We're doing a show. We're live. Do it live.
Yeah, royalties. Yeah, royalties are important. I think Finn Balor is like the only person ever in NXT history that had like a 7-figure contract. Because even when Black and Gold was popping, I know a lot of the NXT wrestlers were not making any money. They were making like scraps. But Finn Balor,
but didn't Finn?
Finn
make a shitload off of?
Yeah, he did make a shitload. Yeah, he did because he had the Balor Club shit. But he's also, if you've ever been in Bullet Club, ever at any point, even if you're not in Bullet Club anymore, like you still get royalties off Bullet Club. All of them do.
I get that.
So,
wow. Shit. Look at Seinfeld. Look at them. The cast got screwed except for Jerry and the other guy, fucking writer. Jesus.
Like, but to be honest, that's the person who Jay White should attack. He should attack Finn.
Maybe
Finn Balor.
Isn't
Finn or
Finn
Cody
a heel though?
They're gonna be in the Hell in a Cell. That might not happen.
I'd rather it be Cody then.
If he attacks anybody, he'll attack Cody.
Yeah, Cody. I'd rather see that.
Well, why would he attack Cody though? Like I thought they was cool. Are they with the Bullet Club, whatever?
Yeah. I just feel like
Finn
Cody.
Started.
I just feel like that would just be the most logical person to attack. Because if Jay
Finn started the Bullet Club.
Yeah, but again, he's
AJ and Jay took it to the next level.
I just think if Jay is in WWE, Triple H is Jay's not just gonna have like a regular debut. Like he's gonna debut him in like the biggest way possible. So he's not gonna attack Roman for obvious reasons, but I could totally see him attacking Cody. Just like how Brock attacked Cena. Remember when Brock came back and he attacked Cena? That was
crazy.
I like when Brock kicked his hat. I was fucking laughing. He kicked his hat.
I can see it actually. I can see Cody. I can see Cody beats Roman or whatever. Raw starts off. He's cutting some promo, whatever. Dad.
Then Jay interrupts.
Blah blah blah. And then Jay just comes out of nowhere. Just fucking Blade Runner, just out of nowhere, takes the belt and just dips like Punk. I could totally see that. Like.
That'd be great.
Like, oh shit, is that Jay White? What's he doing here? And
yeah, get the camera off of him. Lex Luger 2.0. Get the camera off of him.
That's what WWE needs more than anything. Like honestly, that's what WWE needs more than anything. I'm not even worried about Mania. What they need a return to form for those post-Mania Raw shows. It's been years since they've had a really good post-Mania Raw, like with debuts, angles, and just
supposedly
crazy
gonna have a bunch.
crowd.
Yeah.
I agree.
Like supposedly Rikishi's supposed to come back.
Oh, Rikishi?
The SmackDown
God.
after Mania. Rikishi's supposed to come back.
Probably something to do with the bloodline, I imagine.
Most likely.
He's gonna attack Roman and cost him the title. I did it for Cody. I did it for the plumber, Dusty's son.
Well,
Okay,
before we go, Sandman, how do you feel about? What was that?
No, I was gonna say, go ahead. You go first, and I was gonna read what Marcus Brown wanted me to read. But go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you, Sandman. You know, you've been a big advocate for a while now. That you said you're not a fan of the idea of the bloodline just falling in one night.
Right.
Right now is looking like that's going to be the case. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I just think it's dumb because it took so long for them to build this empire, and for them to just all it to go crumbling down in one weekend. It's just dumb. All right, for instance, like these dudes, say like if these dudes win the tag team straps, right? Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Then what? Who are they gonna fight next? What are they gonna do? They're gonna fight the Usos again for another 2-3 months. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if they end up winning, then Cody Rhodes can't win. I'm sorry, and I'm fuss with Cody Rhodes. But
so you rather have either the Usos lose and Roman doesn't, or Roman loses and the Usos don't. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like for instance, if one of them lose, like say like if Usos lose, they should only lose one of the belts. I don't know why they not fucking bringing that into fruition as of now. They keep booking the belts as like as a collective. You know what I mean? Like, and they should stop doing that shit. They should start the separation process now. Because I understand, yeah, motherfuckers gotta lose. They gotta start spreading the titles around because, given the fact that it's like they're holding the whole show hostage. So start separating the titles then. Start labeling them in different categories. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? These motherfuckers is losing all the titles just like that in one weekend. I'm sorry, that's gonna make the bloodline look like real bums. Because they took all that time to build the empire and just lose it all in one weekend. That's not a good look.
Yeah, but if they lose all the titles, they should be off TV for like a couple months and then like bring them back like a surprise.
Yeah, they have Roman come back as a super heel.
Yeah,
I'm curious. I'm curious about like the like Roman, like maybe I'm thinking too deep here. Like Roman's theme song, right? Like the theme he's been using for the past couple of years, right? Really cool theme. But it really only fits when he's champ. You see what I'm saying? So if he loses to Cody, I wonder like if he's gonna go back to his original theme. Will they give him something else, or will he just I feel like if he loses, he's just gonna fucking disappear for a couple of months. That's what I think. I think you're just not gonna see him.
Take a vacation.
Then come back and face Jay.
But the only thing that sucks too, if the Usos lose and Roman, what the fuck's Heyman gonna do? Fucking work backstage.
You're gonna go right back. You're gonna go right back to this dude,
Brock.
Yeah,
but Brock's going home.
Brock, just playing around. You know how I get Brock. Like I'm just fucking around with you, my dude.
What about Solo?
Brock's supposed to be taking a vacation.
Dude? Is Solo?
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, because he's good for a push.
What they were saying was that they building Solo. They said they building Solo to go against Roman Reigns eventually. And I'm like, if they building Solo to do that, that got to be a long time from now because Solo is not ready right now. Undefeated or not, he's not ready.
Man, in a perfect world, bro, man, with no politics and all the other bullshit, man, in a perfect world, man, they would get your boy Fatu off of MLW. That would be so fucking cool.
Hell yeah.
Imagine Jay and Jimmy saying, you know what, Roman, we're tired of your shit. We're bringing in our own blood. They bring in Fatu. That'd be so fucking cool, man. But it can't happen because then Solo would have no fucking point. He would be useless. So,
because Jacob Fatu would already be the muscle. They wouldn't need this dude.
Mm-hmm.
But
if
let
that's
me
the case, they're
before we
gonna
get
have
up
to go
out of
with
here.
10.
Hold on, wait.
I'm on
Let me agree with this dude's
Oh
said.
yeah.
This is
He
pretty
said.
interesting. So basically, this dude Marcus Brown was like, "Hey, bro, did you hear about Super Cena being unlocked on WWE 2K23? He's unbeatable. He kicks out of everything. You can hit him with 159 finishes in one match, and he still kicks out, and his health regenerates fast up to the max. I think that's a fucking retarded idea
Oh my god.
for them to do some shit like that. Why would they even put that in? That's just dumb. Because all that's gonna do is make people spam and keep picking him, and they'll never lose.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's gonna really make the game unenjoyable. If that's a word, unenjoyable. I don't know if that's a word, unenjoyable, but you know what I mean. Or also, here come the questions. My boy Marcus, I'm gonna start calling him the Riddler.
Riddler.
He said, "My idea is Roman retains at Mania because both titles is on the line. Cody only wants a WWE title, so Cody won the title on Backlash in a triple threat involving Rollins and have Rollins being pinned. And Sam and Cody, quite frankly, had a weak ass finisher. It's not realistic. The Crossroads shouldn't be treated as like a tombstone or F5. I never said Cody had a devastating finisher. Where did you get that from?"
Well, if the person sells it like death, it can work. You know, like Rollins sells it great. You know, he sells it like he got power drive.
Shit, the Crossroads is better than fucking Sister Abigail. I'll say that.
Yeah. Oh man, that's another reason too. That's another reason why Bray's fucked. Because if Jay White is coming in, he hits it. You know, the blade.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah.
Yeah, he does it
They
way
definitely choose
better
Jay
than
White
Bray.
over. They definitely choose Jay White over Bray.
Yeah, he hits it because when Jay hits it, because I didn't like the move either. When I first saw like I was like, that's Jay's finish. I was like, whatever, because I was like, whatever about Bray. But then I started watching how Jay worked, and I was like, oh, you know what? He actually hits it like DDP. He's a diamond cutter. He hits it like out of nowhere.
It's like more like a DDT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask Steamboat about a DDT.
That's RVD about a DDT.
Oh, gee, oh, he spiked.
Back and all that. You know what I mean? Wrap the show up. Since the next show is episode 100, you know what? It's gonna be y'all show. The next show, episode 100, we're gonna talk about what you guys want to talk about when it comes to anything.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Episode 100 is you guys' show. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna flow off of what you guys bring to the table. I won't have no ideas. I'll just flow off of you guys' ideas. It's gonna be you guys' show for episode 100. How does that sound?
I got a
Sounds
segment
good.
we can do. We could do what's in the oven segment. What we all ate for dinner.
Hot pockets.
Pockets.
You still ain't find that broccoli, chicken, and cheddar yet?
No, pissing me
What
off.
was,
I gotta go to BJ's maybe. I gotta probably go to
What was
BJ's.
what was that? What was that one show on TBS? Like it was like what was it called? Dinner in a Movie? Was that what it was called?
Oh,
hell
yeah.
That was my
I love it
favorite.
when Dallas Page diamond cut that guy. Dinner and a diamond cutter, Shivani said. That was great.
Shit, but yeah, man. Next show, you know what I mean? You guys come with the ideas and we'll just go from there, man. We're just gonna, spitball from there, have fun from there. And I appreciate you guys riding with the kid for 100 episodes, B. This was up, man. It's a milestone. And we're only gonna get better, B. Watch. Trust me. Trust and believe.
So it gotta be like 1 year anniversary, because that's almost like 1 year. Yeah, because 52 weeks, 2 episodes a week. Yeah, it's like 1 year. Wow.
Yeah. Give or take, we
give or take, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do an episode here and there, but we stay consistent. Still stay consistent.
Yeah. I figure my show on a weekend, I'll just do it once I get like 100 listens per show. I'll do a new episode. So I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta keep me posted like from ahead
I'll
of
keep
time.
you posted. It's gonna be a weekend.
You tell me like an hour. You tell me like an hour before.
No, I was posting some of them earlier, like in the morning. I would make an episode like in the morning. So, but yeah, it's mostly a Saturday or a Sunday thing.
Well, this coming Saturday, I gotta work, so I'm gonna be at work all day.
I probably won't be doing an episode. I'll wait for a while. So, shout outs to Cambodia. You know, they're still putting those Jews in.
Well, like I said,
target audience.
Y'all already know the vibes. You guys are awesome, and I see y'all on Friday, man.
See ya.
Alrighty.
Episode 100.
All right, later, dudes.
You guys are awesome. Thank you. Make sure y'all hit that like. We hit 100 episodes, B. We want to hit 100 episodes the next episode. Hit that like button. And thanks for the people that already hit the like button. You guys are awesome. Don't be a twerp. Peace up with the fucker. Yeah.